Before the video starts, please disregard my nails because school coming back. I'm trying to let them fall off before I get them done, so disregard that. Last video I did a gift card giveaway drawing, and the girl who won was Bougie Brownie, but unfortunately she didn't contact me, so I did another drawing. And the girl who won, her name is Renee Arnold. I'm gonna put her name right here, so if you know you won, please contact me because I'm trying to give y'all gift. So we gonna start the video.
Drunk mind suck, sober thoughts, yeah. And is it me that you want? Me that you want? Guess it's me that you want.
Hey y'all, so y'all been DMing me about when I'm gonna drop this video, what happened to it, all this, all that. But I'm dropping it to y'all today. Right now, tonight, I promise, I got y'all. I'm not gonna do y'all like that. First of all, I'm excited because I don't like not posting for y'all. Like, I be wanting to post, but it's just like, I don't be knowing what y'all want. Like, in the comments, please let me know what y'all want because I'm gonna do what y'all suggest. I just be confused. Y'all gonna get in the comments asking about my little hair clip. But these will be coming soon. And my little business, stay tight. Stay tuned, because they will be coming soon. But yes, I don't want y'all to think I've been slacking on y'all or ignoring y'all DMs. I promise I've been seeing them. I promise I've been seeing them. But to do this hygiene thing, I've been wanting to tell y'all actual stuff, like stuff that's actually going to help you. Trust me. I promise I have not been ignoring y'all. I've been writing notes on top of notes. I promise. Look, notes. Notes. All of these is notes for y'all. I haven't been ignoring y'all at all. I have not been. Also, whenever I put up a question poll on my story, a lot of girls come to me like about actual advice stuff, so I'm going to give y'all the advice towards the end. I screenshotted most of y'all questions, but I'm not going to, of course, put it out on who asked what because I don't want y'all business to be out, but I'm going to give you my feedback on what I think, you know, should do what. I know that a lot of people are not comfortable with talking to their parents about certain things, like, for example, like sex, boys, hygiene, whatever you got going on. You might not have that relationship with your parent or can talk to your parent about that certain stuff. So I'm just going to let y'all in on what I knew growing up and what I think, you know, that I've done when hitting puberty and being a girl. I have a good relationship with my mom. Like, I don't have to, you know, find out things. I can always just ask. She tell me, boom, it's done. Like, you know, I got a real relationship with my mom, so it's very easy for me to ask certain things or not be ashamed to tell this, or, you know, because I'm going to ask her and she's going to tell me. Everybody know that it's hard work being a girl. It's really hard work being a girl. You have to watch everything you do while being a girl. And I know, of course, I know that y'all know most of these things, but I at least want to give y'all a new tip or something you probably never heard about. I'm gonna get into, you know, your health. Having a good pH balance is very important. It's very important. If you don't want no bad odor, nothing going wrong down there on your lady spot, it's very important to have a great pH balance, right? I'm gonna get into soaps. Soaps, you don't want to use no scented products down there. Like, that's so important to where that can throw your pH balance off. You don't want to use no scented product down there. Personally, I use Dove. Dove is unscented, it's natural, it don't have all those chemicals in it. You can, you know, wash down there appropriately. Don't dig all in there and wash. You know, wash around and, you know, on the outside. Don't wash inside your private part with a scented soap because it will really throw up your pH balance and you don't want that. Let's be on the safe side and use some Dove because it's very natural and unscented and you're going to be straight smelling good. For example, washing with Bath & Body Works soap is not good. I understand that they smell good because there's a lot of stuff in that store that smells good, but it's not good to clean your private part with this because it can throw up your pH balance and might give you an infection. And you don't even want a chance of having an infection. To take into consideration. Why can't I get this together? Like, why can't I say what I'm trying to say? Like, what's the problem? I'm gonna get this right. I know growing up you probably heard you are what you eat. That's why for a girl you take that, you know, real personal because you are what you eat. Like, that's why you should really drink a lot of water, eat a lot of fruits, vegetables, and eat less meat because, you know, that can tend to. Also, I know when using the bathroom, a lot of people really don't like to use tissues because they say it's too rough. So you can actually use wipes, but make sure you don't wipe back to front, because when you wipe back to front, you're bringing all that, you know, bacteria from the back to the front, and then boom, you got an infection. Just that fast. Just that fast, you got an infection. That's why. Let's not do that. Keep that in your mind. Now we're going to get into cycles. Cycles, my mom, well, growing up, we always had to say cycle. We was not allowed to say period, because period sounds real, like, nasty. So, cycles. Cycles, the conversation for that can get so deep. Like, it's so much to know about a cycle. Like, really. We're going to get into wipes. These wipes, let me show y'all. And a lot of girls really don't know, like, the soaps to use when being on a cycle. These wipes are very good to use when you're on your cycle because, you know, you could be out and, you know, have to change your pad or tampon, whichever y'all use, and you want to wipe, make sure it's all clean, smelling good. And this is not scented. These are, like, actual good, you know, for you to wipe, you know, on your cycle. So, you know, you can keep them in your little purse. You know, I keep them in my little purse, you know. This is Summer's Eve Cleanser. This keeps down your odor while you're on your cycle. Therefore, you're not smelling like you're on it. Nobody should know that you're on your cycle. That's what I was always told. Nobody should know you're on your cycle. This also does the same thing as the other one I just showed y'all. That's why I told y'all. These are going to be your best friend while you're on your cycle. Go purchase these while you can, because I'm telling you, you don't want to be stink. You don't want to be stink on your cycle. I can't stress that to y'all enough. I promise. Lately, I've been hearing a lot about the organic pads and the organic tampons, but personally, I don't use tampons because once they're left in too long, they can encourage bacteria to grow inside your private part, and you do not want that. You don't want that. It sounds like you don't want that. I personally use pads because I feel like pads are just easier. Like, I feel like tampons, they may take up the blood, but I feel like it's also not all the blood coming out. Like, when you're on a pad, all the blood is coming out. Like, you don't got to worry about nothing. A tampon is just something stuck. Like, I personally don't use that, but whichever one, you know, y'all use, they do have organic pads and tampons, and you can get them at CVS and Target for $6.99, I believe. I'm gonna put the picture on the screen so you know y'all should go get that because they're actually cheap. When wearing a pad, you change your pad depending on your flow. Like, if you have a very light flow, then you rarely have to change it because not a lot of blood is coming out. But if you have a very heavy flow, you might go through this pack real fast because you have to keep changing out. When you get off your cycle, your body's actually still cleaning itself out, so you're going to have like at least some brown, or, you know, yeah, it's most likely brown discharge because your body's still cleaning all that dry blood out. Where the panty liners come in, you put the panty liners down because you don't want to stain your underwear, because that dry blood will stain your underclothes, and you don't want to do that. So you want to wear a panty liner until that is done. And next we're gonna get into shaving, which really I should say hair removal, because I got 2 hair removal products that I'm gonna show y'all. But right now we're gonna get into shaving. Shaving is so important. Like, it's so important. You know, if you look up the Google version of how to shave, they're gonna give you the, oh, if you soak in a tub for 5 minutes and it softens the hair. But if we're gonna be real, nobody gonna do that. Nobody's gonna sit in no tub, soak, do this, do that just to shave. Like, no, you want to get in the shower, get it done, and be out and go about your business. Before I do get into that, I know a lot of y'all probably do use Nair. I personally don't use Nair because I don't like the smell of it, and I just don't like, I don't know, I heard a lot of bad stuff about it. And sitting and on there, and it really don't work for me. But, you know, personally, I just feel like if you're going to use Nair, just make sure you keep track of that time, because you can read a lot of comments on girls getting chemical burns, and it sounds like it's real painful. So I do shave. I feel like shaving much is like very easier than Nair. When shaving, make sure you use a brand new razor. Do not use a dual blade. Make sure you use a brand new razor, because that can get you, you know, red bumps, redness, itchiness, razor bumps. It can give you a lot of stuff. Make sure you use a brand new razor. Do not use no razor that you used a whole month ago and try to use on yourself again. And always make sure you buy a razor with a moisturizing strip in it, so, you know, you don't be getting no itchiness, dry skin, none of that. You don't want that. And, you know, once you hop out of the shower, you don't already shaved, you know, you all silky smooth. Make sure you want to put some lotion or some baby oil on there, and, you know, so it can keep it smooth. Don't put no scented lotion because it's going to sting, because you just shaved, so it's going to sting. So avoid scented lotion. You can put some regular baby oil or any other lotion you got. For example, say you shaved and you slipped up and you ended up getting red bumps, itchiness, irritated skin, some of that. The best way to relieve that would be pat your skin. Don't rub with a towel, a dry towel at that, because it's going to irritate your skin and it's going to make the whole thing worse. Even if you don't want to use a towel, you can get a blow dryer and put it in the cool setting real low and dry off like that, so you won't irritate anything. And it may sound dumb, but you actually can soak in a tub full of warm water while if it is irritated down there, and just let it do what the water do, because it's gonna feel better once you soak in that warm tub. We'll get into bath bombs. Personally, I don't use bath bombs, but researching, I know y'all being pink, Bath and Body Works, getting y'all bath bombs, recording them, I be seeing y'all. But be mindful, because just like that scented soap that you're getting from Bath and Body Works, bath bombs too can throw off your pH balance. Like I told y'all, don't be stupid and use Dove. Once in a while, you can use a bath bomb. Now, don't let that be your everyday soap. Just know, once in a while, you can be cute and use your little bath bomb, record it, do what you want to do. But stay with Dove. It's going to be your best friend. I'm telling y'all for y'all own good, because I care about y'all. Be smart. Don't be dumb. Having a bad pH balance, you're going to walk around stink. I'm telling you. Especially if you're a girl and you're going into high school. Bullying is real. Bullying is very real. These girls don't care. If you stink, they will tell you to your face. You stink. Yes. They don't care. Bullying is real. You need to keep up with yourself as a tight clothes. If you follow me on Instagram, you know my wardrobe is my clothes. They don't be tight, but they be very well fitted. So this is very important for me to tell y'all. Y'all be going in pink, seeing all them cute underwear, but if that size is too small for you, you will develop a yeast infection. And everybody that had a yeast infection, don't think you nasty, don't think you dirty because you don't have one. It's very natural for a girl to get a yeast infection. It's gonna happen throughout your life. But I'm just telling you to probably avoid them. Cotton underwear is the best underwear to wear. It's not the prettiest, it's not the sexiest, it's not what you want to wear around your man or whatever you want to do, but it's the best underwear to wear, honestly. Once in a while, if you want to switch it up and be cute, wear your little lace and pink and, whatever y'all want to do, you can, but stay on top of that cotton. You don't want no yeast infection. That's not cute. You don't want that. And I know y'all want to be as healthy as possible, so I'm telling y'all for your own good. A lot of people don't like to use rags because they feel like they're not clean. Therefore, they use these. They can use these little bath sponges. I had to get close, my bad, y'all, because y'all couldn't see it. They use those, to wash, because they're much cleaner than a rag. So, and I already gave y'all a skin routine, so I'm not going to get into all that. But, of course, y'all know that I'm good with clean and clear. I'm very good with clean and clear. Like, this is it for your skin. I use this every day on my skin. Every time I get in the shower, I use this every day. I use this too, because rags is, you don't clean the rags you clean with your body. You don't clip that with your face. You don't do that. Whatever you use for your body, you don't wash the same thing with your face. That's dirty. Don't do that. So this is something that you can put on your face, get all that oil and dirt, because as you can see, my skin is very oily. Like, it's very oily, and everybody be like, oh, you're glowing. It's oil. But this is very useful. It's sad how a lot of people can't talk to their parents about certain stuff. That's why I feel like my DMs are always open. Like, I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to post your response. I'm not going to do none of that. Like, I'm just real open to talking to y'all about whatever you're curious about. And if I don't know the answer, then I always ask my mom, and she'll tell me, and I'll tell you. Remember when I told y'all that I put up a poll on whatever advice y'all needed or whatever, y'all wanted to know, and I will tell y'all. So we're going to get into that too. Being a freshman and what to do and what not to do. Coming into high school, I already know you're going to think like, okay, it's scary. It's not. High school is not. It's the only reason it's probably scary is because you got so much freedom. Therefore, you have to make your own decisions. Like, you make your own decisions. If you don't want to go to class, you're going to skip and fail. Like, you make your own decisions. That's really the only thing scary about it, is that you have so much freedom. So it's like, you really decide, like, you decide your life from this point on. Going into 9th grade, don't play too much. That's very aggravating towards upperclassmen. Being an upperclassman, that's really aggravating. Like, when 9th graders come in and they're real loud and running through the hallways and pushing, bumping, and like that's real aggravating. Don't go in there being loud. Like, we really just trying to go to class and do work and leave. Nobody want to be there. Nobody excited to be there. Nobody, none of that. Like, don't do that. Also, don't try and make friends. Like, if someone wants to be your friend, let them be your friend. Don't walk up to a table and, hey, y'all there. Don't do that. That's being, like, too friendly. Like, don't do that. Like, because people are fake. People are not really your friends. Therefore, don't put yourself in that situation. If they want to be your friend, okay, let them be your associate. Don't put no one close to you. Don't put your trust in nobody. Don't tell nobody your business. Just keep them on the side for good company. That's it. That's not your friend. With dating in high school, I would say don't talk to an upperclassman. Because remember, he was there before you. Therefore, he's most likely talked to a girl that's been there before you. Therefore, you can be a 9th grader talking to a 10th grader, and he probably talking to the same girl from last year, and she gonna want to fight and had all this and all that drama, and you ain't trying to do all that. You don't even want that drama. That's why I feel like don't leave them upperclassmen alone. And them boys are grown. They're grown. They have grown plans. Therefore, you're in 9th grade. You ain't even trying to do all that. You trying to pass and, you know, do all that. 9th grade don't. What's the last thing about high school? Peer pressure. Don't let nobody peer pressure you into anything. Especially being a young lady. If you come into high school, you're going to be introduced to a lot of stuff like drugs and sex and all this other stuff. Just because she doing it don't mean you got to do it. Just because they like, oh, we finna go smother it, and you want, don't do that. If you know you ain't been doing something before you got there, don't do it now. Therefore, don't let nobody pressure you into no sex. Don't let them make you think sex is cool, or this is cool, or that is cool. No, whatever you're not comfortable with, don't do it. Like, because that's your life, not theirs. Nobody can pressure you into doing nothing you don't want to do. Another thing with 9th grade, don't back talk the teacher. That is so aggravating. Do not do that. Don't be getting smart with the teacher, trying to be no class clown because you look green. Like, you look lame. Like, I'm sorry, because I don't know if y'all know what green meant. But doing all that attitude, rolling in there, getting kicked out of class, like thinking you cool, that's not cute. Don't do that, because everybody gonna be looking at you like you lame. Like, back talking to teacher, like, they like, bro, like, let's let them do what they gotta do, give us our grades, and leave. Don't do all that attitude, none of that. Probably be get in where you fit in, if that makes sense. Therefore, don't be a certain way this day, and the next day you change up your whole look because you want to hang out with this group of people. Don't do that. Be yourself. I'm telling, that's the most cliche thing to say, but be yourself. Like, don't try to be this person or be that person. Don't do that. Be who you was the first day you came in that school, and people gonna respect you more. I'm telling you. Don't try to be nobody you're not, because that's the most lamest thing you can do. Like, seriously. Another thing, y'all said insecurity. Me personally, growing up, I was never insecure. Like, I don't know, maybe I just was never insecure. I could say one thing about being insecure, I feel like you just have to get comfortable in your own skin. Like, that's just not something you can ask somebody and like, oh, how did you deal with this, or how did you do that? Because I never had to deal with insecurity. I just feel like you have to get comfortable in your own skin. Like, a lot of girls come to me about being dark skinned, and they don't like being dark skinned, or they feel like they're too dark, or all this. But you got to realize, being dark skinned is a very beautiful color. Like, beautiful color. Like, being dark skinned to me is a very beautiful color. Like, I'm not saying being light skinned or white or whatever is a bad color, but I just feel like if you're dark skinned, you have a pretty color. Like, you should not be ashamed of your color. Like, that's just me personally. I'm very not ashamed of my color. Like, I would be darker if I could. Like, I'm not ashamed of my color at all. Like, I just feel like you got to be comfortable in your own skin. Like, you got to make yourself work. Like, you got to try new stuff. Like, don't, at the end of the day, you're going to be in that body until it's time for you to go. Like, you can't change that. Therefore, I feel like you have to get comfortable in your own skin. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you're ugly, you're this, you're that. Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that got you. I love myself. I know I'm pretty, but I'm still insecure. First of all, I know who put this question, and she's really pretty. But second of all, you just have to love yourself. Like, I don't know, like, because I feel like, honestly, you have to love yourself because nobody's going to love you like you. That's the most realest thing ever. Nobody gonna love you like you. Like, you like, you just gotta feel like I ain't saying feel like, oh, you better than everybody else, but you definitely gotta feel like you that in a bag of chips. Like, you gotta feel like, okay, well, I'm me. Like, not feel cocky. A lot of people call me cocky, but That's it. Like, you can't tell me nothing about me. You can't call me ugly. You can't call me this. You can't call me that. Like, I will laugh in your face. Like, you just have to learn how to love yourself. Like, that's a lot. It's a lot of, like, steps to, you know, self-love. But another thing y'all asked me, a girl put that her mom still treats her like she's 5. Like, you know, basically like she's not letting her be free. She said, what would you do? What I would do is tell my mom. Talk to her. Find a way to talk to her, because it's the reason she's doing that, really, if you want to think about it. I feel like you should just talk to her, find a way, you know, take her somewhere, or y'all go somewhere, or, you know, find a way to talk to her about how you feeling, because sooner or later, if she don't let you start doing what you know, not at least whatever you want to do, but, you know, let you go out more with your friends, for instance, you're going to start sneaking, and she don't want that. So I feel like, don't be disrespectful, but say what it is and what it ain't. Like, don't be like, oh, well, if you don't let me do this, don't do that. Just be like, you know, I want to do this, and I haven't gave you no reason for you not to trust me, so I feel like I don't understand why I can't do this. Like, because if I sneak, then it's going to be a whole nother problem, you know? So I feel like you should just talk to her. Like, because me personally, I would just talk to my mom. As y'all can tell, I just got real drained because I talked this whole video. Like, my mouth is so dry. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and share my video, because I really mess with y'all. And I'm gonna keep pushing this channel, okay? I'm not gonna give up on y'all. I promise. I'm not gonna give up on y'all, okay? So just make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what else y'all want to see in the next video, because I'm gonna do it. Bye, y'all.
Don't wake me up, cause I'm in love with all that you are. You make me see the truth in things I think that you are.